to Game Time, presented by Kia. I'm Stephanie Reddy, and this is the International Day of the Woman. So we brought in winners, okay? Because that's what we do as women. And the guys are representing, wearing their WNBA gear. Kevin McHale, who of course was a multi-champion with the Boston Celtics. B. Shaw won championships as a player and as a coach. And Cappie Pondexter of the WNBA won a couple of championships herself. So lots of rings here on the set. Glad you guys are here with us. 11 games in the NBA tonight. And of course, our game of the day is the big one, the battle for LA. This is entering Sunday. 2-0 the Clippers are against the Lakers. You can see the numbers there. They do tell a story, wondering if the Lakers were going to turn things around and end this trend. So let's dive right in and see what happened. LeBron James setting the table, getting ready for battle against Kawhi Leonard. This is in the first quarter and playing a little bully ball, Kevin.
Absolutely. I tell you what, he put his head down and just attacked the paint relentlessly, which I love to see. And between he and AD, they set the tone for the Los Angeles Lakers. They shot 22 free throws. They were 19 for 22, which shows they're being aggressive.
And Brian, you can see what's happening there. Clippers think they have something, but no.
We've seen that many times, LeBron, with the chase down block or game-saving block, but just setting the tone for the Lakers defense today.
Cappie PG 13, looking like he's back to his old self.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely getting comfortable out there playing with his ball club. Coming back from an injury is not always the easiest thing. And, I know he wants to get back to his all-star playing, so I'm excited to see him continue to get better.
In the second half, Anthony Davis continuing to produce. LeBron James with a skip pass finds Avery Bradley.
And that's the difference to me in this game today, the assists that the Lakers got as opposed to, the Clippers only got 12 assists on 34 baskets. So LeBron was making plays even when he wasn't scoring, opening it up for his teammates.
Another three for Paul George. Clippers wanted to make it 3-0, but the Lakers weren't having it, and in particular, LeBron and AD.
Yeah, they were good, and you know what? The Clippers, they're just. I like the way they play basketball. They move the ball. They have a lot of guys that can score. But they're just too much LeBron and AD, really. But he just kind of started horsing guys. And I'm telling you right now, when he starts going downhill like that and he's drawing people, you see AD getting it done from him. He is absolutely unguardable, as that just proves it right there again.
Yeah. LeBron in the fourth quarter assisted or scored 19 of their points, including the final 13. So you talk about dominating the game. Ends up leading the way to victory lane. Los Angeles Lakers beat the Clippers 112-103, and LeBron James stopped to chat with Lisa Salters.
Hard fought. Two teams that's gearing up for the playoffs. Still trying to get better. Both teams still trying to get better. Way to work, Keith. And we won it with our defense, and we won it with our offense at times as well.
Diving on the floor for loose balls, trying to take that charge late in the game. Your emotions after that late game layup that kind of sealed the game. I know you guys always say it's just another game, but Mark Jackson was saying we're not really trying to hear that. Just what was your mindset in this coming down the stretch of this one?
We knew it was a big weekend for us. We knew we had Milwaukee on Friday, was the number one team in our league. And we knew we had the Clippers on their home floor, and they beat us the first two times, both on their home floor and on our home floor. So we're a team that don't want to be swept by anyone. So we came in with that mindset. We had a great game plan by Coach Vogel and coaching staff, and then we just tried to execute it as much as we could throughout 48 minutes.
Tightening up, Lakers in their third quarter's last two games. I mean, this is unbelievable when you look at that domination. They're 42-0 this season when ending the third quarter with a lead. No comebacks on their watch.
No, especially when you got that guy right there. You're looking at 23, driving and yelling and screaming and playing with all kinds of energy. They're a tough out, and we talked about it a little earlier. He and AD really set the table. I thought he had Kawhi Leonard on him early in that game. Drove hard right, ripped him from the short post up, got in there, got an end one on him. And I tell you what, right here he just throws Paul George out of the way, basically. And this is what I'm talking about right here. This set the table to me. He just went like, you know what? I'm going to house you when I want to house you. And that's a strong statement against, Kawhi Leonard. So he and AD, they really did the job. But this guy right here, downhill, is just too much to handle.
It's been a lot of fun to watch. And Brian, you look at the other side of that coin with the Clippers, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. They're really, really good, but you can't win them all. What's been successful for them and what's been important?
Well, health is going to be ultimately the thing that's going to be the most important for them, especially when it comes to Paul George. But when you look at the whole scheme of things, they scored 58 points, Kawhi and Paul George, and so did LeBron and AD. So to that measure, they canceled each other out, neutralized each other. I thought that where, the Clippers play a lot of isolation basketball, whether it's Kawhi or whether it's Paul George, and sometimes that's a hard way to make a living as well. Tonight, the 12 assists only on 34 baskets shows that there wasn't a lot of ball movement, player movement, but, they were getting it in isolation type plays. Paul George was able to get to the free throw line, which was a good thing for him. But I thought that the Lakers defense really did a good job on Lou Williams, and that hurt their bench production as well. And they did a good job on Marcus Morris. Last game they played, I think the Clippers shot close to 50%. Tonight, the Lakers defense were able to hold them to 39% shooting from the field. And so when their defense ramps up like it did, and their offense was clicking like it did, especially in the third quarter, like they've done the last two games against Milwaukee and the Clippers, it's going to be tough to beat them.
Cappy, Anthony Davis, is he a suitable two, as in a 1-2 punch to LeBron James?
Absolutely. I think they're a great combination, and if LeBron really wants to bring the championship to LA, he has to go through Anthony Davis because he's a talent that it's hard to guard. He can play on the wing, he can pick and roll, he can pass, he can shoot, he can do everything. So, if he wants to win, he definitely has to use Anthony Davis.
Well, the Clippers, as you all know, it's been well chronicled, 10-0 this season coming into the game today.